I auditioned for this movie and I thought I was about to get it. And the dude called me and said, Wyatt, listen, you got the part, but you're gonna have to go fully nude. And I'm like, this is an animated movie.
I went to the psychiatrist and they prescribed me Xanax for depression. And it worked. I'm no longer depressed, because now I sell Xanax and I'm rich.
I was dating this girl, okay? She had such a strong accent. And I was so turned on. I was like, oh my god, it's so sexy. What kind of accent is that? She's like, it's a stutter.
I had sex with a pocket pussy. That was a pretty cool thing that I did. I know that as a guy, you're not supposed to say that, right? You're supposed to say she was a 5'1" Puerto Rican.
I was walking down the street and somebody behind me, they yelled, go back to your country. We don't want you here. Go back to where you're from. And at first, I was upset, but then I turned around and the guy was Native American. And I was like, shit, this guy's right.
One time I was on the New York subway, and I had to watch a homeless man masturbate for 45 minutes. Until my phone...
One time I went on a date with this girl, and I was f***ing her, and she looked nothing like her picture on the back of that milk carton. I find it really hard to find the clitoris when I'm going down with a guy.
Oh, my girlfriend, she thinks that I'm weird, dude. She thinks that I'm weird just because I like to have sex with my socks on. My hands going, oh yeah, you like that?
On the dating apps, I saw my sister on Tinder like a week ago. I know I was pissed that she's cheating on me.
I've been trying to be open-minded. Somebody told me I was a little too close-minded, liberal. So I went to a gun range for the first time in my life. I don't remember the name of it. I think it was called Northgate High School.
Walk to Central Park like every morning now. And this morning I saw there was a gender reveal going on in Central Park. It was a man. He showed me his
The thing about that is it seems most of the school shooters are white. And the only reason I say that is because I've been talking to a lot of my black friends, and they're all like, how about we segregate schools again?
Was white and upper middle class, right? Like, even the suicide attempts in my school. There was this kid, he locked himself into his garage with his car on, and they realized, oh, I drive a Tesla.
Speaking of Jesus, because you remember a while back when they said Jesus was white. From all the blood laws.
I like Obama. I think we should put Obama on Mount Rushmore if we can find enough obsidian.
I have a question for the whole audience. Listen, do you think that it's okay to breastfeed in public? Yes. Okay, cool, because my girlfriend keeps telling me to stop.
I remember middle school. Oh, I used to get so upset because I would get random boners all the time. And that's why I quit substitute teaching.
I've been dating older women, though. I like dating older women because I don't think there's a difference. Like, for girls, I think that age is just a tightness.
I'll destroy you guys. To say the N-word when you karaoke?
No, especially because you were singing Call Me Maybe.
I didn't even think that Kanye hated Jews. Honestly, I thought that he thought Pete Davidson was Jewish.
I went to an all-gay frat party, and I passed out drinking, which is not what you want to do, right? I woke up, they had drawn a whole bunch of foreheads on my penis. My mom, she told me, like when I was a baby, that I used to be really difficult to feed. So what she did was she used to take some of my food on a spoon, and then she would pretend that the spoon was an airplane, and that my mouth was the twin tower. My parents were so strict that even for little things, like if we were watching a movie and a sex scene came on, my dad used to cover my eyes so that I didn't see masturbate. One of my friends is trans. And let me say, before I get into this bit, that I support trans women. I believe that trans women are women as long as they're skinny.
Me and that girl, we eventually broke up, man. We eventually broke up. I cheated on her. Okay, I thought she wouldn't be mad. I thought she wouldn't be mad because she's poly. She would go on and on about it, like, I'm poly, but apparently that's just her name.
My girlfriend and I, when we first started dating, we didn't exactly gel in the bedroom, right? Like, if I had to put it in ice cream terms, my girlfriend is more vanilla, and I want to eat ice cream out of her ass.
Definitely schools are different now. My brother, he told me that nowadays at his school they have active shooter drills. They have active shooter drills at school. I was like, what the f are they teaching you at Sandy Hook? I feel like I should address this up top though. What happened basically is I was in the shower and then I broke the glass sliding door. It fell all over me. But it's okay. It's okay. Because now I'm going to make a lot of money because I'm going to sue the place that it happened, which is Home Depot on 34th.
Anyways, women, my #1 thing is personality. So if you really want to get through to me, write some of your great personality traits on your tits and send it to me.
They wanted to see Obama's birth certificate because they thought that he was part of a race of people with a savage and horrible history. And to be fair, they are right. I mean, this dude's half white. One of my best friends is trans. She's a construction worker. And apparently, this is crazy, but she works at a construction site where they only hire trans women. And it's because they're as strong as men, but you can pay them as little as women.
Girlfriend, she did 23andMe, she finds out she's 75% British. And I'm Indian. Changed the whole relationship for me. Now when I choke her to your I call it reparations. It's amazing. Seriously, every time that I inside of her, I'm like, this is the last place it'll take from India.
You guys think that a pedophile ever had sex with a pregnant woman, and he's like, this is almost what I want. One time I saw a sign that said, what if Jesus was aborted? I'm like, you know you're talking about the Son of God, right? If he was aborted, he would probably come back 3 days later like, hey, what the f*** you virgin ass? I used to date a girl really seriously. I knew it was serious because it got to the point where I only watched porn that looked like her. I told that to her. I thought she'd be happy. She was not happy. Even though I was like, I swear to God, babe, look at my phone. I only ever Google small ass no tits.
Don't call me a although that is an Indian thing. Do you guys know that? Yeah. Did you know that? That was culturally appropriate from the Hindus because originally the was a Hindu symbol of hatred for the Jews. Jared, the sandwich-loving pedophile. He was the spokesperson for Subway. Apparently what he would do was every morning he would have one small Italian, and then he'd go to Subway to get sandwich. I got to tour for the U.S. troops. So I was in the convoy with 3 soldiers. They were driving me to my quarters, and while we were driving, we passed this little playground, I guess for the soldiers' kids, and I pointed at it to these 3 soldiers, and I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. You guys made a recreation of an Afghani battlefield. It's like a Karen-ish looking lady, and she goes, your jokes aren't funny. And I was like, why? And she was like, because you should never joke about suicide. And I was like, okay, how come? And she was like, because I'm a social worker, and I work with suicidal people 24 hours a day talking to them. And the crowd went silent, and I was like, well, to be fair, miss, if I had to talk to you for 24 hours a day, I would probably fucking kill myself too. Yeah, she was mad, dude. She was mad. She was like, get off stage. I was like, do you want me to jump? That's how I ended my set. I tried to end it on like a high note, you know, because I thought it would be nice. So basically, I was talking to her, and I was like, Miss, you know, as bad as suicide is, there are some good things that are happening. Like, it was in San Francisco. I was like, did you know that the Golden Gate Bridge, they just installed a suicide net? And she's like, yes, I did know that. And I was like, do you know why they installed it? And she was like, why? I'm like, because you're a shitty at your job.